You in is an opportunity to ask about what you're doing, major efforts aimed at attracting more of foreign direct investment into the country. We business journalists see that at the moment we're having more of FPIs. What are we doing? What more are we doing? Yes, the president has been going around marketing the country, but what more what's happening at the FMT, that's the ministry, to drive this investment as expected?
Okay, so portfolio investors, it's also a very, very positive sign. It's the first mover. When you see portfolio investment coming into an economy, you know that means that they have that confidence. You've seen our ratings move also. It's not patient capital, but it's capital that we also need and we also welcome. So looking at our mix, we're also prioritizing patient foreign direct investment. And so it's been a busy year. We've been out quite a bit. We've also welcomed guests, like we welcomed the Vice President of Colombia and a delegation just up a week. We also were in Brazil, as you know, and since the beginning of the year, since Davos, we've been in and out quite a bit. What that does is it engenders confidence. There are a lot of G2G, government-to-government discussions going on. You saw Abasa, and that led to a direct flight with Brazil. Those things don't happen overnight. With our counterparts, my colleagues and I on the cabinet, and with our various counterparts, we keep negotiating deals. We are currently in a number of negotiations. We're in negotiations with countries in the Middle East. We've opened up some negotiations. We're about to exchange model agreements with a country in the Caribbean. We've, of course, discussing with Brazil. There's so much going on. And then leveraging what is already going on the continent, what is already going on in the ECOWAS region. When we had our West Africa Economic Summit, our deal room generated interest of over $400 million, and that was just within the West Africa sub-region. And so we've prioritized having concrete deal rooms. We've prioritized deal preparation. We work closely with NSIA, with IFC, with AFC, with different institutions that can help us also with de-risking some of our investments. We're looking at priority sectors that we continue to put forward, while we have infrastructure projects that have been very attractive to investors across the world. We also have our digital sector that continues to generate a lot of interest. We have our manufacturing, we have our agribusiness. And so the mix and what we put forward has been generating quite a bit of interest, which is why we're so busy, both internally and externally. And we also continue to really support our domestic investors. We had our inaugural Domestic Investment Summit about 6 weeks ago now, just listening to their problems, from Pebek, this is what I do. And we've continued to work with not just the Platinum Business Champions. That particular summit was targeted at medium to large businesses, but we work very closely also with MSMEs, delivering the systemic change that they need.